Northern Kingdom, you've been waiting for quite a long time. Northern Kingdom, if you're there, go ahead and unmute yourself and please tell us a little bit about who you are, your nation or tribal affiliation, what you're more comfortable in saying, and your background. Go ahead, Northern Kingdom.
First, I'd like to thank you for allowing me on the panel. I want to give all glory and honor to Yahweh. I'd like to say Yate to the brothers on the panel, and I believe that's the way my ancestors said hello or peace. My mother is Navajo and Apache. My father is Aztec. And I've dedicated my life to, finding our roots because I believe that's where our strength lies. And I have a letter I'd like to share from Christopher Columbus. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. Can you be quick, like 15 seconds?
Okay, let's do it then. Can you share my my screen?
No, go ahead and recite it.
All right. A letter from Christopher Columbus to Luis de Sant Angel. He says, it's about the 5th paragraph. He says, I have found no monsters as some others had shared Salakia. I have found no monsters as some have expected, but on the contrary, they are very people of handsome appearance. They are not black as in Guinea, though their hair is straight and coarse, and it does not grow where the sun rays shine. So that's a letter from Christopher Columbus himself saying they are not black as in Guinea. All right, and if you were able to share my screen, I could show you what the people look like in Guinea. Here's a book from James Adair, and this book is called. What I do is I collect, the artifacts, the historical written records to prove our lineage.
James Adair is pseudo. Don't even bother reading it. We're not going to listen to James Adair.
Yeah, I mean, before we move on to James Adair, let's talk about your passage from Christopher Columbus. So, okay. What do you get out of that? What does that tell you?
What does it tell me?
Yeah. So what does it tell you? I mean, what is that? What people is it describing to you? Is it describing Native Americans, or is it describing typically black people?
What it goes to is there's a lot of these, you brothers call them wobbles, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of new to that term. So I have a lot of problems with the so-called wobbles as well coming to me. So I just wanted to share some of my arsenal with the rest of the brothers that they can, defend themselves with.
Yeah. So, please again, answer the question. What does that get out of it? What does that tell you?
James Adair says we are copper colored.
Who is copper colored?
The Native Americans of the Western Hemisphere, the original.
And what is the difference between the original and the Native Americans today?
There's no difference.
Okay. So by Columbus's description, it's describing indigenous people that you can find today anywhere in North or South America, correct?
Well, he landed in the West Indies, of course. So when he landed and wrote this letter in 1493, he was writing to Luis de Sant Angel, and that's what he wrote. They are not black as the people in Guinea.
Right.
So that completely destroys what these so-called wobbles are attacking us with.
Right.
That's correct.
Yeah. But the problem with that argument is that then there are other conquistadors that describe the people as having dark skin. So I don't think that's a winning argument, because
you said they're not black as in Guinea. The people of Guinea. If I could have my screen shared, I'll show you the people from Guinea.
I understand. But we are not indigenous people based on what a conquistador or a European said. That's the thing. Like each person had an opinion about the what the color of the native people that they saw here was. Some said that we had dark skin. Others said that we didn't have dark skin.
Yeah.
So how can we base who we are on the opinion about skin color of an European? So that's not a winning argument. It's okay that they, some of them said that they had dark skin, some of them don't, because the way that we are, and it's obvious and everybody knows it, that natives that live in the tropical areas have darker skin. That's who they are. And then natives that don't live in those areas have lighter skin. And it's just an adaptation because we are humans. We adapt to the sun radiation so that we can survive. So I don't personally, I don't see how that's a winning argument in any case.
Right, and to top it off, James Adair, although he did say that, James Adair also said that the Cherokee are Hebrew. So again,
I could prove that.
No, you
I
can't.
can prove it.
No, don't even try.
No, you can't. That's why I stepped in and said we're not going to go there with that because we are
Why
not
not?
Hebrew.
Stupid.
We are not Hebrew.
I can prove it.
No, you can't.
No.
Let me.
Well,
No.
I will prove it right now. We will prove it right now.
Hebrews.
No, get out of here.
Then where did we come from?
Hold on.
Then where did we come
Hold
from?
on.
Shut up.
We predate.
Where did we come from?
Shut up. We predate any Hebrew language. Okay. James Adair was a religious fundamentalist. Okay. No language in the Americas is linguistically related to Hebrew. Okay. I don't care what the Bible says. I don't care if the Bible says hey ya, hey ya. I don't give a shit about that.
The
Okay?
Aztec
We are
word
not
for brother.
Hebrews. We are not
Oh my God.
You're going off your
Hebrews.
emotion.
You are lost in the sauce. Okay, you are no better than a wabbo. You're trying to indoctrinate us with
You're
bullshit.
going off your
nonsense.
emotion.
We are not Hebrew.
I got proof.
You're not proving anything.
No.
Guess what?
I
Hebrews
got proof. You don't want to hear it though.
Listen to me. Hebrews
You don't
are
want to hear it.
they
I got
practice
proof.
a
It's not even
I got
about
historical
that.
records,
Can I talk?
artifacts.
I'm
I
done.
got artifacts.
I'm not done. Listen to what I got to say. Hebrews are practice monotheism. There is not
I got
one
artifacts,
religion.
man.
There's not one native culture that's monotheistic. Done deal. We're not Hebrews.
No, my people are not Hebrew.
I got artifacts.
No, you know you don't.
Yeah.
You don't got
Las
shit.
Lunas Decalogue
Las
stone.
Lunas has been debunked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paul,
The last one is stone has been debunked.
That's been
Okay.
debunked for years now.
There's also
Yes.
the back inscription.
That grief has been debunked.
There's
That's been
also the
debunked,
New
too.
Work
That was-
Holy Stone.
No,
Wow.
those have all been
There's a
debunked.
Syrian tablet by
They've all been debunked.
presented. The Syrian tablet
No,
presented by Chief Joseph of the
no,
Nazarene.
that's all been
No,
debunked.
that's been debunked. That's fake.
800 artifacts found in Puerto Rico.
That's all been debunked.
That's
No,
been
it has not. You're
Yes,
lying.
Yes, it has, man.
You're lying.
You're lying. You're because you could.
All
because you're an
these
idiot.
800 artifacts have
You're
been
an idiot.
debunked.
You're actually going to sit here and say you're Mexican and you're Navajo. You're not even a Navajo. Shut the fuck up. No
That's
respect.
a straw man
No
argument.
self-respect.
That's a
Navajo
straw man
ever say that
argument.
shit. Get
That's
out
a
of here.
straw man argument.
all you've been look Northern Kingdom. Look, man. Like I'll say this. What you've presented so far is a lot of pseudo that's been debunked. This
You
is
don't
what
even
we
share-
do. Hold on. You don't know American Indian Defense League. We have literal decades in this stuff together, and we've debunked all that stuff with science, real science. It's not true. And furthermore, I would say to yourself, man, it's shameful that you would say that some European or Western religion is our true people. That's a disgrace to your Dene people. That's a disgrace to your Navajo people. That's minimizing their accomplishment and your quote-unquote Aztec roots. Wouldn't you say that?
Not at all, brothers. Let me just slow it down a little bit.
No.
Can anybody from here on this panel tell me exactly when, where, and how we came into existence?
Can you?
well, yes, we can.
Yeah,
Yes, we can.
we can
It's
answer that
scientific
question.
information.
For what? For what? Where are you
doesn't
going
matter.
with this?
It doesn't matter.
It don't matter to you.
No, it don't matter at all because you're
It
trying
does
to change
matter.
the subject. It
It
doesn't matter. It does not matter, dude.
If you don't know where you're from, you don't know
We
where
have
you're
DNA
going.
You don't know where you're from, dude, because you're
We have
saying
no
that
idea
That's right
Hebrew-
there.
the
Science.
Hebrew language comes from another part of the world, dude. It doesn't come from the Americas. Done. You're done.
Let me
I
say
got
this,
proof.
Northern. Look,
Look,
those
You don't
those
have proof.
Hebrews, Those Hebrews are playing your ass. They're playing you with time, sweat equity, and money. You are being played, brother, like a goddamn harp. And it's sad to see a brother like you being played so hard by a
Despicable.
Western religion.
It's
Disgraceful, bro.
straight.
And not only that,
Vendido.
you can believe in a Western religion, but don't throw that shit on all of us.
Straight
Don't throw
vendido.
that shit on us.
Get out of here.
Guys, let's not entertain this anymore.
Get this
I
guy
think
out
we
of here.
all-
Done.
listen,
You're
done.
thank you.
Don't
Hey,
label my
Hey,
people
I can
as
pull up
nuts.
4 articles that totally debunked Las Lunas Stone. Get out of here, dude. Go do some
Go join-
research. Get the hell
Go
out of
join
here.
it.
something?
Stop hanging
Can
on
I
the
say
corners
something?
with those
Go join the
power
Joe-
rangers, dude. You're an
Go
idiot.
join the Jehovah's Witnesses, bro.